Do you have a circuit breaker that is making a humming or some kind of a high-pitched sound? Maybe you have a circuit breaker that feels hot or overheating to the touch. Sometimes they actually get damaged. I've seen the little levers break off. I've seen cracks in them. If you have a damaged breaker or you suspect you have a damaged breaker, let's replace it.
Rapid Repair DIY.
Now, if you hear a high-pitched sound, it is a circuit breaker that is going bad. It's going defective. Now, circuit breakers, this is what they look like. Circuit breakers are a mechanical device. Over time, they will fail. They will not last forever, guys. So if you have a high-pitched sound and it's driving you nuts, you want to replace that circuit breaker. One way to test which one it is, because you won't know right off the bat when you have a whole bank of them like this, is to start turning off circuits one at a time and listen. When you hear that sound stop, when you catch the right circuit, that's the circuit breaker that you need to replace. That's the one with the damage. Another reason to replace a circuit breaker that you suspect is going bad is if it's warming up. You can use a temperature device. This is a FLIR infrared temperature sensor, and you can actually use it to check any hot spots in your panel box. It's a really neat device. If you don't have one, maybe you can borrow one from your builder friends. When you go to buy your replacement circuit breaker, you have to buy the same brand of the panel. So this is Square D. You may have different brands, say Siemens, say General Electric, Square D, Home Light. There's different brands out there. Now, if you have mixed match circuit breakers and you're replacing a damaged one, you must buy the one that's going to match the panel or be compatible with the panel. So look for your panel manufacturer, read the instructions, and you will get the right circuit breaker. Quick tip on Square D. Square D makes two different types of circuit breakers. There's the Home Line and there's another series. And if you come home with the wrong one, it won't fit. It's a totally different attachment point and it won't fit. So just because it says Square D, don't run to Home Depot and buy Square D. You have to see which type of Square D circuit breaker you have. First, you want to turn off the main power before you open your panel. The main shutoff can be built right into the panel like this, or you may have it remotely. If it's on the outside, remotely turn that off, or you can turn off the panel here and everything below that will be off. I'll show you when we get to the inside. Now, safety, when working inside electrical panels, you should have your arms covered. In a perfect world, maybe a cotton long sleeve t-shirt. You could actually put on eye protection. You can use a voltage detector to make sure you do have the power off. Okay, so in this panel with the main disconnect at the top, I turn that off and everything beneath that is off, guys. Now, these conductors up here are still live. These black conductors from the utility company are still live. You don't want to touch anything above there. This is your main disconnect. We've turned that off. So now everything beneath that is off and we can work on the panel. Okay, so this was the circuit breaker that we want to replace. With the power off, the first thing we do is remove the wire. You have a screw there and you're simply gonna remove it. You guys can do this yourself. You'll be surprised how easy it is to replace a damaged circuit breaker. Okay, now with that wire out of the way, we can take off our damaged circuit breaker. You're literally just going to rock it out of position and it just pops. So it was secured on this front leading edge and it rolled out almost like a hinge. It'll roll out and pop out. Now, when you guys buy your new circuit breaker, all the needed information is at the side. You do want to buy the same manufactured circuit breaker as the panel. That has to match. You want to buy the same amperage size. Right here it says 15 amps. There's also 20, there's 30, there's 40, there's 50. You want to buy the same matching amperage size as the existing breaker. You don't want to go larger on that. Okay, guys, we've removed the damaged circuit breaker. We're putting the brand new circuit breaker in. The connection point on that, that's what the snap-in looks like. And this is kind of what the hinge part looks like. Also, if you want to see a close-up of the screw, there you go. That's your wire assembly. That's where the hot black wire will go into, and we're simply going to attach it on down. A circuit breaker is nothing more than a mechanical device that replaces fuses. It protects the wiring in your house so they don't overheat and draw too much power. You start by putting the back corner in, and it's going to almost feel like a hinge. It's actually going to lock right in place. And then this part here will snap right in. There you go. So if you have it incorrectly, it's snapped in tight. It matches the existing circuit breakers. If they're all lined up, you've done it correctly. Now we have to reattach that wire. The wire goes right behind that plate, and then you simply tighten it on down. Now on the side of that circuit breaker, it actually had all your data. It had the amperage size. It had the wire sizes allowed. It had the heat rating. It had the torque rating on how tight to make this screw setting. All right, we're all set. It's nice and tight. Now, before you turn on your main, if you want, you can turn off all the individual circuits. So when you turn on your main, it's not going to just pop everything at once. And for an additional safety, if you want, we can go ahead and put on the cover panel before we turn on the main. Okay, guys, with the panel box safely in place, we can turn on the main. It will be much firmer than individual breakers because it's either 100, 150, or 200 amps. Okay, we're back on there, and then you can start turning on the individual circuits to your house. Okay, perfect, perfect. Okay, guys, you've done it. You've installed a new circuit breaker. You are up and running. Congratulations. I knew you could do it yourself.